pleased you've made it. You had me fretting and fretting like a cat in the bath. Yes, you should have seen me. Never one to be caught unpoised, and yet here I sat, twiddling my thumbs a mile an hour, thinking you hadn't made it on board in time for departure. Trouble with your ticket, or something of the sort? Hat fell on the tracks. My goodness, don't you dare tell me you're trying to fetch it yourself. A courteous gentleman. A fellow willing to risk his hide for a lady's topper. That's the sort I like to see. Didn't swing your way, I see. He was willing to risk his life, not for the sake of your passions, but for the sake of all that Italian leather and ostrich feathers, yes. I'd be of the same mind, to be honest. Yes, I'd sooner hop into the Hudson than see that beauty squashed on the tracks. Just gorgeous. Well, although I do so grieve the loss of your potential suitor, your arrival itself is certainly a cause worthy of celebration, wouldn't you agree? You must allow me to fix you a drink. Be a doll and close the door for me, would you? Yes, it slides. Just to the side like that. And draw the curtains as well, why don't you? Good girl. As always, I've packed every last necessity for our adventure, including my mixology kit and cocktail constituents. Pleasure of the evening will be a mojito. It is a bit labor intensive with the muddling of the mint and all that, but I assure you it is more than worth it in the end. Very refreshing drink for these hot summer days. But do exercise caution. If you ever fix a picture for a pool party, you just might find yourself tempted to down the entire thing on the way and suddenly find yourself sprinting down the street stealing the hostess's dog. Not that I would know anything at all about that, just an arbitrary speculation, really, nothing more. Now, on to the mixology. Allow me to just get this case opened. We'll be tossing a sprig of mint into the glass along with a lime wedge. Using a muddler to crush it all up, releasing the rich flavors of the mint oils and lime juice. A generous spoonful of sugar. Pour in a shot of rum. Fill it with carbonated water. And finish it all off with my special ingredient. I'm telling you, without this, it simply won't do. Pomegranate. Yes, I know it might sound quite strange, but you must at least have a taste before you go scandalizing my good name. There you are, darling. I do hope you'll enjoy yourself. Tell me, have you ever before had the pleasure of riding the Orient Express? What a treat you're in for. Yes, I do think you'll find yourself quite impressed. Once we've had a proper chat and finished our drinks, I would love to have a wander about the cars with you. Turbulence permitting, of course. Yes, I assure you it is most often gentle as a mother rocking her baby to sleep, but on occasion can become a bit bumpy, especially over the more mountainous terrain. Nothing to fret over, it's actually exciting, keeps things lively. You just don't want to be up and about while it gets testy, lest you fall into an But yes, it is a fine train, outfitted with full-time maids to fulfill your every whim. There's a bell just there on the wall behind you if you'd like your shoes shined, your tea topped off, even an item fetched from your luggage, anything of the sort. There's a barbershop should your man need a trim or a shave, a dining car with the most luxurious meals and treats, an observation deck with these glorious windows with breathtaking views of the scenery, a sleeper car if you'd fancy a nap. There's a lounging and smoking area that's perfect for making new friends. Yes, well, we are all headed to the same destination after all, so certainly couldn't hurt to find some new people to play with once we arrive. Oh, don't worry, I know you. I would never dream of dragging you into all that if you didn't explicitly wish it. We can leave the mingling to me. How could I forget my personal favorite, the library car? Seems to hold no particular charms to anyone else, so I tend to have it all to myself. A glorious collection of all the latest novels and magazines. These green velvet chairs that you simply melt away into. Oh, the most lovely window-facing writing desk should inspiration suddenly strike. You know I do so adore your company, but if you'd ever like to explore on your own, I assure you no offense will be taken. The train is a magical place, especially on your very first venture. As much as I enjoy the journey, I simply can't wait to arrive. Yes, darling, we'll be having the most marvelous time. You'll be pleased to learn that our hotel is just a moment's stroll from the Opera House. And perhaps even more pleased to hear this delicious little morsel of gossip. You see, last spring I saw Giselle performed there, and the prima ballerina lost her shoe mid-performance. Never would have dreamed such a thing possible. They tie those things tighter than a boa constrictor, I tell you. Rumor has it she was sabotaged by her understudy. You see, my friend in the orchestra told me that before the show, she was busy tuning her violin in the dressing room when she spotted the understudy plugging away at her slipper ribbons with a seam ripper. She did find the sight awfully strange, but chalked it up to some peculiar new method of preparation she was unfamiliar with. But now, of course, we can safely presume that those were not her own slippers, but instead those of the leading lady. Compromised not enough to be immediately noticed, but just to the point of snapping open at a pivotal moment of the performance. Well, she got her wish. Immediately ushered on stage for her moment in the spotlight. That is, until Miss Prima Donna was able to get a new pair of slippers tied onto her feet. She was promptly yanked back into the wings. I'd say it was a 14-second escapade at most, and although there was no particular proof of the understudy's misdeed, she's never worked in the theatre again. Word does tend to spread like wildfire, doesn't it? Enough jibber-jabber for now, I suppose. You must allow me to fix you up, Dad. You look positively gorgeous, but you know how I get. Nothing soothes my fragile nerves better than fussing with you. Your hair, your makeup, your outfit. Just love it. Ring that bell for me, would you? Yes, I'd like the maid to fetch my suitcase from the luggage carriage. All my finest sprucing up goodies are tucked away in there. scrub away any dust from your lovely visage, alright? Lucky you. This is my favorite piece of fabric in all the world. Yes, but that face of yours is deserving of the very best, isn't it? Right then. Don't worry, it is exceedingly soft. Just brushing over your left cheek as well as the right, down the nose, the chin, the forehead, tap, 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 tap. Yes, these hot summers are getting to us all. Tap, 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 tap. How does my makeup seem to be holding up in the heat? Not melting, am I? Thanks, darling. I can always count on you for your honesty. Whoosh. Good. And finally, enveloping you in a fine mist of my best perfume, my signature scent, if you will. It's quite warm, like a fireplace perhaps, and yet fresh somehow, clean and crisp, woody really, yes. I suppose more like a forest fire than a fireplace. Well, either way, I just know you'll love it. Let's dazzle you with a few spritzes with this magic potion of mine. Good. Yes, and my favorite trick for after the perfume wears away is to carry around with me this handy sachet of dried rosebuds. Yes, for the sake of my own scent as well as my relaxation. Yes. Whenever you begin to feel a bit scared, overwhelmed, anything like that, all it takes is a gentle sniff of these rosebuds, and you will instantly feel every last one of your worries whisked away. Would you like to try it? There you are, darling. Just have a whiff. Good. So soothing, isn't it? I think so. I like to use a variety of blossoms in here. Jasmine, lavender, cloves. Each has their own special beneficial properties. I believe it's time to review the provided reading materials. What do you say? Good. I'd peg you as a National Geographic reader. Am I right? Wonderful. Let's see, here we have volume L number 2 from August. 16 pages of illustrations in full color through the great food trenches of Asia. The life of the moon jellyfish, living in treatments of color, on a fisherman's upturned boat. Your smile is the most joyful thing there is. Your teeth are diamonds in the moonlight. I could have added thanks to Colgate's, but why give away one's beauty secret? Do you possess the charm of beautiful teeth? Do yours flash white and lovely when you talk and smile? Colgate's Ribbon Dental Cream will make your teeth glisten gloriously. It will whiten them and bring out all their natural beauty. Oh yes, these jellyfish illustrations do look quite fun, don't they? So colourful. How incredible it would be to see these creatures with your own eyes. Well, there you are. I think I would like to spend my time perusing the perfumes and dresses. Let's see, we have here the beauty creams and rouges, each fitted with a mirror and puff. A special cream for every need. Lemon cleansing cream, perhaps. Okay. Imported face powders. What lovely boxes we have here. French perfumer. Okay. A distinctly Parisian face powder. Popular for its charming fragrance and velvety softness. Clicks to the skin without being too heavy. Put up in a beautiful box. Only 98 cents. Wonderful. Deodorants, powder puffs, face creams, good quality imported perfumes and toilet waters, manufactured for us by one of the leading perfumers of Paris, France. 7 popular flower odors, each beautiful original designed bottle with ground glass topper and attractive box. White rose, lily of the valley, jasmine, sweet pea. Sachets, atomizers, incense. What absolutely gorgeous dresses we have here. Our Mrs. and Junior dresses are of better quality. 5 of New York's leading styles. Do you have a favourite? I do love blue, so this silk taffeta is catching my eye instantly. You always look gorgeous in wool, so perhaps this might suit you. Oh, you prefer this sort of collar? Yes, the bow is precious. Only $9.95. Very good quality, all wool, fancy tweed, all silk taffeta. Frocks of youthful beauty, imported linen collar and cuffs. I do love these belts. Beautiful embroidery and beading on these belts here. Patterns down the skirt, quite nice indeed. Beaverette collar and trimming. Love the matching hats with each coat. What do you think of these? Oh, you're not a fan of the fur. I understand. Looks like our glasses are empty and we seem